Okay, good morning. This is, well, actually now it's good afternoon. It's going on 1 o'clock. This is Marvin Huddleston, the Rambling Observer. Let me invite you to go to my new webpage, ramblingobserver.com. I've been working diligently to getting that website up and running. I'm going to be doing reviews, blogs, etc., on that website. What I've got going on right now is I am about to attempt to take this focuser, wait a minute, that focuser right there. I'm going to take that focuser out. So far I've started trying to remove this rubber cover. It's on there pretty tight. I've got to pull that off as a first step. And we're going to replace that with the Feathertouch focuser. I've had this for quite some time and I've just never gotten it on here because at the time I wasn't really using my telescope that much. I had not figured it all out. So this Feathertouch focuser is going to be my new focuser. I had this focuser on the Celestron, on the Starmaster 18-inch telescope that I used to own. And I loved the Feathertouch focuser. It has a 1x and a 10x speed that you can choose between. So it's going to be very nice for very close and very accurate work when you're doing planetary work and stuff, trying to get that focus down to a T. So this is going to be a wonderful upgrade for the Celestron 8-inch SE series that I own. And I'm about to get ready to take it this weekend to the Texas Astronomical Society observing site in Atoka, Oklahoma. I will be doing a number of projects there. First and foremost, it will be my shakedown cruise of boondocking with the Casita travel trailer. I've never boondocked before, so this ought to be interesting. I do have a Westinghouse IGN 2500 compressor. I'm sorry, not compressor, generator that I will be using to get air conditioning during the day. It does get hotter than Hades in Atoka County, Oklahoma during the summertime. That will be a neat thing to try. My biggest concern right now is the amount of gas that it will take per day, and that's going to be one of the learning experiences. We've only used this with the Casita once, and it seemed to work pretty good. My question I'm wondering about is how long will that allow you to run the the air conditioner off of the generator during the day when it gets really hot. I will be up late at night doing astronomy. I've got a number of projects that I'm planning to do. One of those, I'm going to start the Astronomical League double star list. You can work this list of about 100 objects, and you receive a excuse me, you receive a certificate and a pin when you complete that project. So I'll be using my new Aberwork 25 by 100 millimeter binoculars with the far point parallelogram mount that I have obtained. I will be using the Celestron 8-inch telescope on that project, and etc. One of the other project I'm going to be doing at Atoka is learning to use the SkyTracker drive that I've bought, and I'll do a review on that down the road. And I'll tell you how that all works. I will be showing that in another video. But anyway, the project right now, I am cheating. I am watching a video online of this gentleman who is installing on YouTube. It's called Feathertouch SCT Dual Rate Micro Focuser Installation on Celestron CPC 800 Deluxe HD Telescope. I do not have that telescope, but he does mention that this is basically the same process with the Celestron SE series telescope that I own. I've been working very hard to get the ramblingobserver.com website up. I'm very pleased with the progress. One of the things I'm doing, you can see the folks out there, I'm writing a book of sorts. It's going to be an online, free of charge, what I've learned, what my wife and I have learned or are learning as new casita owners. One of the things I will talk about in that will be replacing or repairing a broken refrigerator door. That's a whole nother story. Not real happy with Dometic refrigerator for making such a cheap, how do I say it nice? Fill in the blank. Nor am I very happy with Casita for allowing this to be a problem that they don't warn their new owners about. I'll go into that later. We're not going to go into that today. Anyway, this is my first blog in a while. I do apologize. I've been having a number of health issues. I was in the hospital twice in a period of about 4 to 6 weeks. I have learned that I have a pretty serious problem. I've got a peripheral, anyway, I can't remember the name of it. I've got an artery in the back of my head, goes up my neck from my spine to my brain, feeds oxygen-rich blood to your brain. That is moderately to severely blocked, which is very serious. If it was in the front, they would be doing surgery to repair this. Because of where it is, they cannot do surgery. They are treating me with antibiotics. They are treating me with blood thinners. I am taking an 81 milligram aspirin, which, by the way, nowadays they're not pushing that as much. I'm being told by several doctors, but in my case, they are having me take the 81 milligram aspirin. I also had another episode that followed the first when they found out I had the artery problem. It appeared that I was having a stroke, and the other concern was it could have also been a heart attack. It turned out to be pericarditis, which is an inflammation, I believe, of the lining around the heart. So it very much mimicked a stroke, really. My whole right side got numb. It was very concerning. So that's been really interesting. Now, this week I went to the urologist and met with a new urologist over here in Mesquite. I'm trying to get some more doctors closer to home. The situation there is I have some kidney stones I've known about for about a year now. I'm starting to see some symptoms. My new urologist thinks some small kidney stones may be moving and passing. I have a large kidney stone, which anything over 5 millimeters is huge. The artery, whatever it is, the canal that it would have to pass through is probably 4 to 5 millimeters. So that's not something that's just going to take care of itself. I need surgery, a surgical procedure done to have that removed. Problem is, we were told verbally that I had a TIA during these bouts with the hospital. The neurologist at the hospital did not write down in the records that I had a TIA, although he told us that I had. He also did not do some things like I was on oxygen, etc., etc. The insurance company denied the claim from the hospital. And one of the reasons they gave was they listed out all these things, symptoms I would have had to have had if I was having a heart attack or a stroke. They put on there that I was not having trouble breathing. But the hospital had me on oxygen. So that's where that is. So anyway, back, now that you've heard my sad song, let me just go back to what we're doing. I am going to get this Feathertouch focuser installed one way or the other today. I've got a lot to do to get ready. I'm hoping to leave for Atoka County, Oklahoma on Saturday. Take the Casita travel trailer up there to my personal lease site that I have there. I'm looking very forward to doing that and getting a chance to check out the Casita and the various astronomy equipment I've got to check out. I plan to stay multiple days. I could stay all week possibly. Only big concern I've got is they have added, it's supposed to be mostly sunny Saturday, Sunday. Obviously going to be possibly cloudy or partly cloudy on Monday. because now they're saying a possibility of a shower or thunderstorm. Then the rest of the week looks partly cloudy and clear. I could stay as long as Friday or Saturday of next week. I don't know. It's going to largely depend on how much it's costing me for gas to keep that generator running. And I've got to find a gas station to go get replacement gas at. I've got to find a place to dump my tanks when I'm finished. There's no facilities at the Texas Astronomical Society Atoka site to dump tanks. So I will have to take the trailer as I leave probably and dump my tanks. But anyway, I will be doing a video from there, but will not be able to upload it until I get back home. I'm not sure when I click this button if this is going to pause this or end this video. So let me go ahead and say I will come back with a separate video or continue this video. I am still learning the YouTube video thing. The medical stuff that I've been going through is the reason you haven't heard from me in a while. You will be hearing from me regularly on this channel. It is part of my website. I'm pushing people to so they can see me in person and participate in the YouTube channel. So we're going to see how this goes. It looks really simple on the video. It always does, doesn't it? So I'm going to follow this video. This again is the gentleman who is doing the video in his telescope. I am going to follow his instructions step by step. I'm going to take one step at a time, pause, and move on to the next step as he goes along. So I'll let you know how it goes. I hope you have a good day. Please follow me on Twitter, KC5 at KC5LEI. You can also find me on Facebook under Rambling Observer, and of course my website, ramblingobserver.com. God bless. Keep the outside lights off. Enjoy the night sky. If you're a camper, please learn not to use white lights outside your camper unless absolutely necessary. Use red lights or some other light. By the way, don't use blue lights. They're very bad for you, and I'll talk about that in a video soon. God bless. As my grandfather said, sometimes when I'm alone under the stars, I look out in space and wonder if our works look as small to God as His looks great to us. So that is my favorite quote. And I've got a quote now on my homepage, ramblingobserver.com by Carl Sagan, and my grandfather, of course, what I just told you. God bless. We'll catch you later.